Listen here, guys. I need you to do one thing for me. It's been like a dream of mine. Oh, I'm shaking right now because it just means so much to me, okay? I need you to do a chant for me. I'm the underdog here, guys. My whole life, I've been counted out. Nobody believed in me, and it's why I created I Believe. So I need you to chant this for me while we get our warm-up, all right? We're going to go, here we go, evil, here we go, oh, oh. Here we go, evil, here we go, oh, oh. Here we go, evil, here we go, oh, oh. All right, ready? Let's go. Here we go, evil, here we go.
It's horrible.
Some of you may only know about Jessica Evil Eye for getting smoked by Valentina Shevchenko. To be fair, that's all she really should be known for. But for the rest of us who knew of her beforehand, it was a celebration. For those unaware, Jessica Eye was a tremendously self-conscious yet extremely vain, pretentious douche-sickle who had trouble dealing with her own inferiority complex. Some of these traits can be common for professional fighters, but it boils down to knowing where you stand versus believing you're something that you're not. Confidence is a belief in one's own abilities, whereas delusion is a mistaken belief that's not grounded in reality. Jessica may have been a good enough fighter to be in the UFC, but a champion she was never going to be. In any case, her lack of skills wasn't why she was disliked. It was her personality. Always exuding this self-righteous saint who wants to spread positive energy, attempting to sell what a good person she is.
I'm not a mean person. I don't know why, everybody's always kind of against me.
This is the facade that she loves to put on in many of her interviews. Whether it's her repeating,
I'm a good person.
Or,
I just want to spread good energy.
Really?
Just to do the complete opposite, spread negative energy. Then she'll play the victim as soon as anyone responds to her like the hypocrite she is, proving that her skin is thinner than Christian Bale in The Machinist.
Our world focuses on so much negativity, and I hate that.
Do you?
I don't talk crap.
Bullshit!
All that mean mugging really don't mean nothing when you can't make weight. Come on, Sarge. Learn to be a professional. You'll get the fights that you want and you feel you deserve when you make weight, just like the rest of us. Missing weight, it was something I miscalculated. I'm ashamed of myself. The amount of backlash I took from it was just mind-blowing that people are that mean and cruel over it.
Learn to be a professional.
Was it surprising that some of the criticism and backlash you took came from your colleagues?
Who's that?
Sajara, yeah.
Oh, that's a colleague? She's not a good enough person to get the world to come around her, so she's got to capitalize on someone else's mistake to make them look bad, to make herself look better. What kind of human being are you to do that to somebody else?
When you make weight, just like the rest of us.
They pay us to make weight, and I'm sorry to her. I'm sorry to all my fans and all the people. It won't happen again.
Oh, really, dude?
You missed weight a couple times. I know you don't hide from it, but has that impacted you at all? Is that causing any complications to your weight cut?
I knew that this question was probably going to get asked to me so many times. But you know what's more disappointing, guys? Is that nobody asked me if I was okay the first time I missed weight. But everybody wants to ask me about how I'm going to make weight this next time. Do we really live in that ingenuine of a world that we could see someone who has 12 UFC fights as well as 20 plus pro fights and never missed weight? But instead we just put them down first before we say, hey man, are you sick? Is everything all right?
I don't remember this hypocritical lunkhead asking Sarge if she was alright after she missed weight. This is a prime example as to why Jess was so disliked. She's a phony who lied about being a shit talker by trashing someone who missed weight only to play the victim once it happened to her. Then instead of taking accountability, she blames the media for not asking her if she was okay when she failed to do her job. Speaking of jobs, Jess also doesn't understand what the media's job entails.
Stop underestimating me, believe in me, because, it starts with you.
What?
The media, and helping promote me and giving chance, for people to see me for who I really am and not what fights I lost.
Bullshit.
Who Jess really is an insecure fighter who wants praise that she doesn't deserve. She's not a sleeping giant on the verge of being awakened like her potential hasn't been realized. Yet she desperately wants that to be the narrative from the media, making her practically beg for respect.
Believe in me.
It's not the media's job to promote her, and if people don't believe in you, then perhaps you should ask yourself why. Jess couldn't seem to get that through her thick skull.
You only promote us if we win. You don't promote us if we lose.
That would be a waste of time.
Hell, you're the media sources. That comes from you too. Just like you sit here and you interview all of us and you show up. Help us fighters sometimes. Help the good people. You have that voice. Do something good with it.
The reporter-fighter relationship is designed to be beneficial for both sides. They don't owe Jess a favor just because she gave them an interview. If she didn't, then less people would watch her upcoming fight. She also has a voice, but what good has she done with it other than bitching and moaning all the time?
Let's face it, the world loves winners, right? They don't like losers. Unfortunately, the loser doesn't get the job, which sucks, right? Because we don't even know what's making this loser lose.
Or maybe you just suck.
Maybe they need a little bit of inspiration from all of you guys. Maybe get behind the loser for once instead of just the winner.
You sound bitter.
If you need inspiration from the media, then you should probably find another occupation. Their job isn't to handle your fragile ego with kid gloves just because you can't do your job by winning fights.
This is for the people who count themselves out. This is for the people that you call losers. These are the people that you don't promote. I'm fighting this one for them.
No one cares.
There's been maybe a couple interactions on Twitter. Somebody asked me a question about her and I was like, oh, she needs to work on her cardio. And then she's like, I'll tell you how to work on your cardio. And it's like, did you just pick me out of all the other people that said the same thing because it's easier because I have a blue check mark?
Oh, the stupidity. JoJo didn't pick Jess because she had a blue check mark. She responded to her negative comment. Jessica I's victim mentality level was only surpassed by Tyron Woodley. Plus, when old drama queen Jess was asked about JoJo, why did she choose to be cynical? I thought she was a good person who wanted to spread good energy. People say nice things about their opponents all the time, and there also wasn't a sea of people shitting on JoJo's cardio.
I had heard about her saying something about wanting to violently ruin my face. Why don't you come up with something more original?
Right, because Jessica I is known for being original, like clowning someone for missing weight, or always referring to herself as a good person while pretending everyone else is the asshole, or wearing a Kevlar bulletproof vest at a weigh-in all because her opponent's nickname is Bullet. Gee, that's clever. How'd that work out for her again? Should have worn a SWAT helmet instead. Perhaps Jess is such a good person that she was trying to help with what she perceived to be original trash talk from Joanne. But when someone says they want to ruin your face, it's not supposed to be original. You're simply stating what you want to do to an opponent you dislike, not trying to come up with a new comedy bit.
Her locker and my locker are right next to each other. I'd got in the shower and I came out and I'd noticed my stuff was kind of in the way and I was like, oh man, my bad, let me get my stuff out the way. She didn't have the decency as a human being to be like, oh, it's okay, you know what I mean? Then I realized, I'm like, this girl really doesn't like me.
Join the club.
Jess is completely ignorant to her behavioral habits. I'm willing to bet there are people in her life that she considers friends, yet they deny even knowing her.
I don't have beef with anybody. If you have beef with me, it's probably because you don't like yourself. And I've said something about you that you didn't like about yourself.
Jess is similar to a misinformed fake online psychologist who inaccurately interprets someone's words to mean something they do not in order to support their own argument. Jess has proven to be pretty unlikable, so if someone doesn't enjoy her company, it's not because they don't like themselves. She's a pompous, insecure, delusional narcissist who overcompensates for her own inadequacies by acting or speaking in a manner that she's oblivious to. Jess more than likely suffers from antisocial personality disorder. You know damn well there are people in her life that constantly ghost her. Her acquaintances must show up to the bar saying, thank God Jess isn't here. She is that girl, but thinks she isn't. It has to be said that JoJo might be the sweetest person in MMA and nobody else in the sport has ever had beef with her.
My back is good, my elbow's good, I don't have a dead organ in my body. I go out there and be the best me, there's nobody I can't beat, especially with no health issues.
Really?
JoJo must have worked on her cardio because she beat a healthy Jess every minute of their fight, proving that it was always a skill issue with I rather than her health. Keep that in mind. Some of these clips happened after the Shevchenko fight, but I saw enough of her personality then to sniff out the type of person Jess was. After going on a 4-fight losing streak at 135, many assumed that I's career was on the chopping block, but luckily for her, the UFC added a 125-pound division.
Here we go, evil, here we go! Oh, oh.
Jess hilariously assumed that the belt was already hers, all because she used to fight at 125, but she hadn't considered how much the landscape had changed.
I was a 125er for years. I beat everybody in Bellator. They cut their division. 35 was the only place to go. I don't care what anybody says. I was the #1 best fighter at 125, and I want my chance to be there. This is my division. I will retire on the top of this division.
You see, Jess wasn't the only 135er who dropped down to 125. And unlike her, this fighter didn't go on a 4-fight losing streak. In fact, her only loss in the UFC was to the champion, Amanda Nunes.
Please let me fight at 125. Please let me fight there once. Just once. I'll show you something great.
No, you won't.
The reason I'm seeing a lot of these split decisions, it's not because I can't finish fights. It's that my style is very hard, so girls don't want to engage me. They don't want to go to the ground with me.
Bullshit!
People will say, like, you're only as good as your last fight. I've won my last 3. Like, why is everybody always counting me out?
While Jessica did have a career resurgence at 125, her wins were not impressive. 3 decisions with 2 of them being split. If you're barely beating the likes of Caitlin Chukagian and Kalindra Figueira, then your confidence against Valentina Shevchenko should be on shaky ground. How you win matters, and neither of them are on Val's level, nor is she a favorable stylistic matchup for Jess. Also, why does she care so much about what others think? If you're a confident fighter and people don't believe in you, then you have a major opportunity to prove them wrong. Yet Jessica would rather focus on tweeting "I believe" hashtags while selling t-shirts with that dumb slogan because she thinks she's an inspiration.
I really want to inspire people. I think I can finally give people some true inspiration. We always talk about inspiration and, oh, this person did this and they were the first. But what about the person who didn't give up on himself? Why can't we glorify that person, you know? Someone who actually went through something and is now, you know, never gave up on themselves.
No participation trophy.
Regardless of what people believed, the fight was hers, but of course Jessica Ai wouldn't be who she is without stirring up some controversy.
What did you make of her bulletproof vest that she wore today at the stare down?
It's not gonna help her at all.
I just want to spread good energy. I don't know if she really sped up. It looked sped up. I'm not gonna lie, it did. It did look like it. I mean, the cars were going super fast.
That's because they're on the highway. The traffic and punching bag were both moving at an appropriate speed. I'm not sure if Jess was trying to sell the fight or if she couldn't believe her eyes when she saw that Val was on another level. Something tells me it was the latter.
Here we go, Evo, here we go. Oh, oh. There's a purpose why I'm here, and my purpose is to be the next champion, and I believe that wholeheartedly, and I'm taking it on Saturday, and I'm running with it. The difference between me and her is I have taken my weaknesses and made them my strengths, whereas she just takes her strengths and tries to make them stronger. One of her biggest weaknesses is her ability to adjust to the fighter that she's fighting and do something different. Being versatile and being a true martial artist wins this flyweight title and keeps me champion for a really long time. I feel like I'm a different kind of striker than she is.
She ain't lying.
My style of striking and ground and jiu-jitsu is different than hers. I don't think she could prepare enough. It took me years to build this wrestling foundation, and I'm finally being able to apply it with my striking, and I don't think she's got that.
You sure about that?
I know I'm better everywhere it goes. Striking, cage work, ground, everything. I want the fans to see a fight between me and the champion and be like, it was a fight you'll never forget. It was something that was amazing. It was something out of this world that people are going to talk about forever. I expect her to kick me as hard as she can. She's probably going to kick. It's probably going to hurt. No one's going out there and finishing me. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Oh shit.
You'd think that getting starched by Valentina, along with her boots scooting all over Jess's unconscious body, would have humbled Ai, but you'd be wrong. Following the loss, Jess came up with a laundry list of excuses, making her even more insufferable.
Going into the Valentina fight, I had 6 herniations in my lower back. Going into the Valentina fight, I was helping with the move of my house to here, Las Vegas, and I ended up re-injuring my back. She didn't get the best version of Jessica Ai. An injury in that fight really did change us. I mean, we weren't who we were supposed to be in that fight.
I didn't go out there and I wasn't getting beat up.
Liar!
I think that a lot of things were happening going into the title fight. I had a really bad back injury, and I want to put deuces up to all the people that are going to be like, oh, it's an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's the truth. I had 6 herniations in my back leading up to that fight. I did everything I possibly could to make sure I was healthy, and I went in that fight risking the fact that I wasn't going to be myself.
Man, someone in that bad of shape obviously took some time off to get things fixed, right?
Did you take time off after the fight?
No.
As you saw earlier in the JoJo segment, Jess claimed to be 100% healthy going into that fight, but she still got dominated by someone who never even reached a title shot.
My back is good. My elbow's good. I don't have a dead organ in my body. I go out there and be the best me. There's nobody I can't beat, especially with no health issues.
Fighters compete injured on a regular basis, and the severity of such injuries can vary. However, when you consistently deliver subpar performances against opponents who have never even fought for the belt, when do we call a spade a spade? The truth is that Jessica Eye was a ranked UFC fighter who was not skilled enough to win a title, and it wasn't due to her injuries. Some combatants simply cannot accept reality, and some are even delusional. This is the same person who said she could outstrike Holly Holm.
Me and Holly, it would be awesome. I mean, I could beat her at striking.
Only to lose many exchanges and even get dropped by Miesha Tate's awful freestyle swim punches after claiming she'd be an easy fight.
Miesha's strengths are her abilities to fight well under a big crowd. She's like an easy equation for me. 1 + 1 is 2. I mean, I'm not going to make it any harder than it needs to be. It was really embarrassing.
Speaking of embarrassing, how could I not mention Jess's awkward request to go on Joe Rogan's podcast during her post-fight interview?
I'm here with the winner, Jessica Eye.
I don't know if I should talk to you right now because I've been waiting on your podcast and you haven't called.
Well, maybe I'll call sometime in the future, but let's talk about your fight right now.
Joe handled that stage 5 clinger like a pro.
Do you think Joe will finally get you on the podcast?
He better. I think so, because he definitely went over to my corner and gave them a high five, and then he started laughing at me. So, hey, you know, I thought it was funny.
So did everyone else, but not in the way that Jess thought. In that same interview, she brought up her back injury against Val.
I had a terrible back injury going into the Valentina fight.
Which presumably made Joe scoff at the notion that her back was the reason why she didn't block that head kick. It wasn't all those body kicks that landed previously causing Jess to lower her guard.
You called out Joe Rogan after your last fight, and he's still not having you on. Do you have a message for the $100 million man?
I don't know. I guess Joe doesn't like me.
Join the club.
I guess I give up now. It's like chasing that boy, and I'm like, man, I'm moving on. Michael Rappaport, hit me up. Let's get on your podcast.
We're good. We're good.
Meanwhile, Jess did not give up, as she would ask Joe one more time following her last UFC bout.
Joe, can I get on your podcast one day?
To this day, Rogan has not had Jess on his podcast. Despite competing for a UFC belt, Jessica Eye didn't appear to be important enough for Joe to put her on. He probably didn't want a 3-hour podcast filled with her excuses. After going on another 4-fight losing streak, Jessica Eye decided to retire before she could get cut from the UFC. Smart move, I'd say. Save what dignity you have left by calling it a career.
What would be the most memorable moment for you in your career when you look back?
What are some things you're going to be doing after your fighting career?
I've always wanted to dabble in wrestling.
Oh no.
I want to be the female Undertaker, man. I want to ride a motorcycle down to the, octagon and DDT somebody.
No.
AEW, WWE, let's go. Jessica Evil Eye's ready.
No.
Jessica Evil Eye does not end here. She's just starting a new journey.
No, you're not.
So much for saving that dignity. Thank God, too, because interviews like this are why I started this channel. The fact that she believes WWE or even AEW might sign her is mind-boggling. I'm sure a female Undertaker is just what they're looking for.
Good luck.
At this point, the word delusional doesn't do her justice.
But wait, there's more.
I don't know what's going to happen with me manager-wise. I did renegotiate my own contract with Dana. I went in and asked him previously to this fight that I wanted a title shot, and he told me no. So, hey, at least I asked myself, and not paying someone 10% of my money to go ask the same question I can ask myself. So,
First off, what the hell was that noise? That's probably the sound she made right before the head kick.
I'd love to do some other things. I'd love to be on a sitcom or something. It doesn't have to be movies or anything like that.
Jess is such a good person that she was willing to settle for a sitcom if she wasn't offered a movie role. She says this in such a casual manner that it not only appears logical, but also like she's doing them a favor. I know some of you were wondering why I wasted time doing a video about Jessica Eye. Shit like this is why.
I had originally signed with Paradigm. We decided we weren't a really good fit after the Valentina fight, and those guys are incredible. But just what I'm looking for in the sense of management, I'm looking more for people in the movie industry, the television industry, more of an agent in that regard. And I found myself an incredible agent. I went up to Beverly Hills and signed with them, and we've got some really fun things on the horizon.
No, you don't.
After 3 years, Jessica received 0 offers for acting roles or from pro wrestling organizations. It appears that she has made an OnlyFans, but definitely isn't making that Paige Van Zandt money. Luckily for her, an offer from BKFC came her way, which led to Jess winning her first fight at 6 years.
Every loser wins someday, and this is that day.
Plus, she got a little action. Jessica I. Don't give me any crap. That thing could be used as a garden shovel.
I bet you wouldn't say that to my face.
Is it me, or has her head grown even more since the beginning of this video? Anyway, Jess might not have been the beacon of inspiration that she had hoped, and her I Believe t-shirt sold less than Thick Boy merch. She'll probably blame the media for that as well. Despite her woe is me attitude, she vows to keep fighting until she uncovers the truth about David Carradine's death.
Here we go, evil, here we go. Oh, oh. Here we go, evil, here we go. Oh, oh. Shut up! I'm a good person. I don't talk crap. This is my division. No one's going out there and finishing me. I'd bet on me.